Hello and welcome back to AutoCAD Electrical Pro. Today we will be discussing wires, insert, trim, stretch, and other useful things. Sometimes people confuse lines, wires, layers, and other terms that relate to the visual graphics that you can use on AutoCAD Electrical. It is important to say that wires are intelligent objects. They're not just lines, so they carry metadata. They interact with components, they auto-trim and auto-break. If I want to insert wire, I go to the schematic tab, and then in the insert wires, wire numbers tab, there's the wire here. You have the freedom to have the wire go horizontal or vertical. And it can snap into ladder rungs if you have rungs, or it can snap into existing wires or components. You can see how the wire automatically trims itself when it meets another wire, and this is why it's very important to use always wires instead of plain lines. There are a few basic options you can use to edit wires. You can trim a wire by right-clicking on the wire that you want to trim, or by going to the schematic tab and select the trim wire function. And it will trim only the wire section that you click on. If you select the line, you will see 3 grip points. You can manipulate the wire like this, but it is not the recommended practice. It won't make electrical connections because if you try and move the wire to another nearby wire, it won't make the electrical connection, and that is visible because you can't see the dot that represents the electrical connection. If you use the stretch function, it will connect the wire to the nearest line or the nearest component. This happens while maintaining alignment. You have options of using a few angles, 22.5, 45, 67.5. However, this should only be used in exceptions, as drawings are much easier to read when all the wires and all the connections are made either vertically or horizontally. So now if I wanted to insert a new component in this line, I would have to break the wire somehow to place the component between the two pieces of wire. The best way to do this is to either right-click and insert wire, or right-click and insert component, and you'll see that the component will be automatically inserted and the wires will be automatically terminated onto the terminals of that component. When I right-click on the wire, you can see that there's a number of options of functions that I can use. I've covered some of them, so let's look at the rest. You can change the wire type, so that wire type is going to be from the list of available wire types, and you have the option of creating new wire types. The bend wire function can be used to make space and move the wire slightly to the right or the left in this case, so that you could, for example, put a component in that space, or to put a wire that is going to be running in that space. The scoot function also allows you to move the wire out of the way, to the right, to the left, up or down, depending on the position of the wire. And that's again for a visual and a tidiness action. Source and destination will help you to create shortcuts to either other locations in the same drawing or to different drawings. Trace wire is useful to verify that the electrical connections or the electrical wire is going exactly where you think it's going to go or where it needs to go. The trace wire function can also show you if there are any broken wires or broken connections. There are a few options regarding wire numbering. And you can also display the wire color and gauge. If you look in the schematic tab, there's a few more options that you can use for wire options and functions, such as gap. This can be used if the wire doesn't automatically create this small circle that represents the continuation of the wire to the other side of the wire that is crossing. But there is another function here which I think is very helpful. The show wires function allows you to see all of the lines that you can see on the screen, which ones are actually wires. And this can give you some peace of mind to make sure that there are no lines. And the problem with lines is not so much that the graphical representation is not going to be correct, but when you're then running reports, you could end up with doubled up wire numbers or other types of possible issues when you're running various reports. It is recommended to always. So as a summary, please remember to always draw wires orthogonally, meaning either vertically or horizontally. Avoid using diagonal wires. Keep spacing consistent between wires. And please remember not to draw wires as lines or polylines. I hope you enjoyed my video on how to insert and edit wires, and I will see you on the next tutorial.